Do you want to become a billionaire? If you said yes, then you will probably need to sell your soul to the devil first. But while you decide if you're going to do that, we are going to describe the most known billionaires in this video, starting with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is first in many things, such as being a redditor, being autistic, having the most baby mamas, and of course having the most money, which doesn't matter because he's still a massive dork. He went from a cool Tony Stark billionaire that shared memes like us normal people, smoked weed on Joe Rogan podcast, and even appeared on a meme review with PewDiePie. But now he's the biggest nutjob on the internet who posts AI generated gooning videos. If this is the man that is supposed to take us to Mars, we're fucked. Mark Zuckerberg. I love it when people say, bro, Mark Zuckerberg also dropped out of college, while ignoring that this man dropped out of Harvard. In all seriousness, Mark is kinda like the reverse Elon. Before, as we already said, Musk was the cool one, while Zuckerberg was the reptilian weirdo who couldn't even drink water normally.
If you're over your time, Chairman Thune and I will make sure.
And now it's the opposite. Zuckerberg is the family man who goes on podcasts, does martial arts, and he actually has a hairstyle now, while Elon, we already talked about that. Too bad their fight didn't happen. Bill Gates. Bill Gates is basically the first rich guy I have ever heard of. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kinda miss when he was the richest man on the planet. That time period was like the peak of my childhood, and I do get a lot of nostalgia for it. Most of us grew up using Microsoft products, so just hearing that Windows XP startup sound and seeing the beautiful background screen reminds me of some more simple times. Back when billionaires had no fucking social media. Jeff Bezos. The shiny bald head of Jeff Bezos is so rich that when his wife divorced him, she immediately became one of the richest women on earth. Overall, Bezos strikes me as a massive dickhead, mostly because of that smug smile he has on his face. Still, going from selling books to building commercial space rockets is impressive. But you know what would be even more impressive? If any of these billionaires we listed were more interested in important things, like, you know, paying taxes. John Rockefeller. Rockefeller was basically the OG billionaire. And when I say that, I don't only mean that he was ultra rich or whatever, but I also mean that he invented the modern billionaire playbook that is still used to this very day. Monopolies? Check. Ruthlessly crushing competitors? Check. Avoided taxes? 100% check. Imagine if one guy controlled almost every gas station, every oil refinery, and every digging site in the entire USA. That was basically Rockefeller for you. He also funded modern education and medicine, but can you imagine how many more conspiracy theories there would be about him if he was Jewish? George Soros. To answer my last question, there would be a lot more conspiracy theories. And I know that because George Soros exists. This guy is the main boogeyman of every right-winger on the internet. You will see him get blamed for everything, from illegal immigration to starting the war between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And look, this man is basically a walking corpse at this point, and you want me to believe that he is secretly controlling every single major world event, but he did manage to crash the Bank of England in 1992, which was quite evil. MrBeast. Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast, is probably the only billionaire in history that got rich off of giving people money for free. Seriously, do you understand how fucking crazy it is that the stupid American I watched shit on intros is now the youngest self-made billionaire in the world? Andrew Carnegie. But before MrBeast, there was Carnegie. This man got rich in the steel industry and was ruthless when it came to making money. Working conditions were shit and the worker strikes ended in blood. However, after retiring, Carnegie somewhat managed to repair his image by giving away 90% of his fortune by funding public libraries, universities and science institutions. And do you know why he was so special? Carnegie supported billionaires paying more taxes. Oprah. So far we only covered men in this video, but the most interesting billionaire to me is Oprah. I just can't imagine how is it possible to make $1 billion while interviewing people. Granted, most of these people are celebrities, but it still doesn't make sense. Maybe that's why people like her. She made her money using television, not by monopolizing oil or steel. I know I forgot a lot of billionaires in this video, but can we instead talk about the fact that so many of today's billionaires in the world are Jewish?